purposes of clarifying the court the matters that arose in cross-examination.
Yes, my lord.
I'm beginning with aspects raised during the cross-examination by Counsel Harrison. Counsel Harrison asked you about the missing calls and the call data records which you had reflected in your chart, in your report. Together?
Yes, my lord.
You told the court that those calls do not exist.
My lord, analysis all data records what I was asked is not on page 41. On the chart I was asked. But they exist in my report. Several pages, like page 44. And other pages, my lord.
Now, it was said by counsel in cross-examination that whatever is in your report is your own imagination and concoction, and that had no reflection with the contents, the call data records in relation to the communications between the accused persons that you were talking about. So I want you to clarify, is it true that what is contained in your report is your own imagination and is not reflected in the CPRs?
My lord, not true that it was imagination or concoction, information, my report. My report was authored aspect of partiality, and it is accurate the information attaining the corresponding communication CDI the parties communicated, it is in the report and can be demonstrated. So it's not true that it was concoction or imagination.
That being your position, I want you to clarify to court by demonstrating where you reflected a communication first between Martha and Patricia that corresponds with the actual date and time reflected in the call data records. Take court to your report. I repeat. I don't think I can repeat accurately. Yes, ma'am.
Corresponds with the actual time reflected in the actual call data record.
So now I want to object to that. That did not arise during our cross-examination. Very specific calls in his matrix. You don't ask him about general communication. It's not a matter that arose from cross-examination.
Well, my lord, I think it arose because counsel put it to him that his report is no reflection of what the actual position of the CDRs represent. And in addition, he even put it to him that his report is full of imaginations and concoctions. And he even actually, my lord, went to specific calls on the CDR and challenged the witness to demonstrate where those are reflected. Yes.
This question requiring the witness to demonstrate that the specific calls that the defense pointed out on the chat actually have corresponding dates and time on the call data record.
Yes, my lord, that's
what you require.
Yes, that is going to be the follow-up question to this. But first, I'm dealing with the clarification on his general insinuation that.
But in as far as he's laying the foundation for doing the matching, if this is laying the foundation for doing the matching, because you cannot do the matching without laying the foundation.
My lord, my objection is calls which were not asked about. So my issue, foundation, my issue was the concoction we said was his chart was concocted. His chart. Now, if my land friend is asking about those calls, I don't have it. Because my land friend is laying the foundation, trying to ask about calls we did not ask about, then he's raising the matter.
If the calls that you're asking about, that he's asking about, are explaining a matter that arose in cross-examination, it's a valid question. And if you have an objection, or if you have something to cross-examine, you will leave of what you can ask. But what he's asking is helping to clear a matter that came up.
I think on that we agreed. I think we agreed, provided it's a matter that came up. We agreed.
He's laying the foundation for that. Because basically, essentially, you say the whole report, you say the chart. The chart was this pattern addition. But if he's going to give evidence, that goes to clear the air on the chart. But if he needs to use other information in the report,
And to be about, but the witness made that question can't be.
No, I think, my lord, it's not proper for my colleague to keep insisting even after court
so
guidance.
as long as it is going to shed light on the chart.
Yeah, but also the impression, his impeachment was a general report. It was not specific to this court that is challenging only paragraph this or that. He impeached the entire report. And the re-examination has to make clarity
as to the report, put it in context, and then we shall also zero down to the specific facts. No. Because the report has to be understood as a whole.
You may lay foundation
Most of them.
to shedding light on the source of the data in the chart.
Most of them.
Much obliged.
Can we demonstrate that? First, by pulling your report where the information is reflected, and then we can correlate that with the chart.
I know it. The chart on page 44. This report.
Can you expand?
Demonstrate.
My lord, our chart was page 41. We asked specifically about the chart on page 41.
My lord, I will come to that. And I cannot go to page 41 without laying a foundation.
You lay the foundation.
I will come to page 41.
So laying the foundation starts from page.
Yes, my lord. Please expand and let's explain what the communication between Martha and Patricia.
My lord. Is specific on the day.
Just a second, and we know where you are. Between Martha
Between Martha and Patricia.
Okay, just expand there a little bit. Yes. Now the position was that your report was at variance with the CDR. So can you go to the respective CDR and make the clarification quote? Let's begin with the CDR of.
My lord, I'm really, really sorry, but that is now a new matter. Nobody asked about a chart on page 44. And therefore, it cannot be a foundation for a chart on page 41.
How is page 44 different?
I know, if I may, during course examination, council SIM brought up this issue that the information listed that was missing on the chart. But the chart at page 41 was not his analysis. The chart at page 44 is analysis. So before we explain why it is missing in chart 41, it's imperative that we show where information of the CDR is contained, which council insinuated that it doesn't exist in the report, and therefore it is his imagination. And we want to prove and clarify that it is not his imagination, and actually was it holds true. And that he reported about. That is the clarification.
Let the witness give clarification. Start from where the foundation of the evidence is make a linkage between that information on his own report. After all, the report was that. So let him give clarification.
My lord, could you just sit in your leave? Just a small little point, my lord. My lord, the objection we're having is not that we don't want the witness to clarify. We're happy with clarification. But re-examination, my lord, under the Evidence Act is limited to questions that arose. I don't even understand how you lay a foundation in a re-examination.
But re-examination, and also, if a matter came up in a cross-examination, that can be clarified by new information, it is allowed. And the opposite side may cross-examine. If you feel that it's a new matter, you can cross-examine. That's what it is.
Much obliged, my lord. Much obliged.
Time, let us have that clarification. If you feel that you need to cross-examine.
Yes, but my lord, what I wanted to just clarify was that even with the leave to cross-examine, my lord, I'm praying that the re-exam also be limited to the extent we can have this. We can have this foundation, provided, my lord, it's a foundation. But I think we shouldn't stretch re-exam into a fresh examination in chief. And that's my fear, that my learned friend is now traversing matters that did not arise in cross-exam, and that we are risking. So while I'm happy for if there's a new point brought by the witness to cross-examine, but what I'm worried about, my lord, is a re-examination that seeks to. Much obliged. Much obliged.
It's a re-examination. In cross-examination, a matter arose which can be clarified by new information. Then you can cross-examine. You can
Much obliged.
And I think that because
Not
when
hearing.
the specific cause and those are the ones you want to clarify that actually they exist.
The specific cause.
Yes. Just that you use the wrong chart.
His chat.
You are wrong chart. You create a wrong information. Let him proceed.
You should have said it's a wrong.
Also, we're not going to
Much obliged. Much obliged. Much obliged.
Yes, Mr. Kanene,
page 44.
Yes.
Between Martha and
Patricia. Let's begin with your first call, and I want you to clarify to us whether that call is reflected on the call data records.
Which call?
Martha, Patricia.
My lord, calls between Martha and Patricia on the 2nd November 2024.
2023.
I think it was 2023. 2023, my lord.
Make reference to the CDR. First of all, what did you indicate as the first call in your report?
The first call is 31st of October 2023 at 17:48.
My lord, I'm really sorry, but for sure there is no cross-examination question about a call on the 31st of October at 5:48 p.m. I'm really to take us to the CDR to look for a call on 31st October at 5:48.
followed
on
by
the
the
second.
first.
On the second.
Second, we are on second. I'm sorry, my lord, I hadn't heard about that. My question is specific. On
My lord,
second.
on the second, the first call between Martha and Patricia on the 2nd November 2023 was at 07:14:47. Was an outgoing call 07:14:47.
I'm sorry, my lord, again, that
My
call
lord, I
also,
really feel disrupted.
my lord, that call also did not arise in our cross-examination. My lord, that is completely unrelated to what we asked him.
My lord, I think that the court has guided enough. If my land brother feels that anything new has come up, the law allows them the privilege. I don't know, my lord, why counsel caused an impression and is not comfortable for prosecution explaining the impression that he caused. Because this is a justice seeking process. We did not know that he was playing trickery, and he wants that trickery to be sustained on record.
Also, withdraw that.
I will withdraw, my lord. But may
Okay.
may he allow us to make the clarification that we must make.
Okay, my lord, then I just need guidance.
What would be his
Is he
point?
allowed, my lord, to ask about calls we did not ask about? Because 7:14:47 did not come up during our cross-examination. And I don't accept, my lord, his explanation that it is a foundation. This is a phone call. Either a phone call was made at the time you said, or it wasn't. There cannot be a foundation to say, I asked you about a call at 7:30 and 35.
Also, the contention was that the charts.
On page 41.
You didn't confine yourself to the chart on page 41. You said the charts.
No, my lord,
They said the various charts. You took him through various charts.
No, my lord.
And
My lord, if you check the record, I only took him to the chart at paragraph 22 at page 41. And I asked him if the calls in that chart reflect on the call data record. He said they do. He then clarified that except for the missed calls. We then went through all the calls on that chart. At no point, my lord, did we ask him about a call made at 7:14 and 47.
My lord, the danger of putting.
So, my lord, if he's going, my lord, if I may, if he's going to re-examine by leaving an impression that there are some charts which have calls in the call data records, my lord, that's a second point, and it's a point he can reserve for his submission. My lord, our contention with this witness was very specific about specific calls at specific times. The foundation of trying to claim that there is a call at 7:14:47, which is laying a foundation to a call we never asked about, my lord, is for me a very dangerous path for a re-examination. And for me, it is outside. My lord, it is outside. I am very strongly objecting, my lord, to my learned friend asking about calls we did not ask about. The calls we asked about were very specific as to time, to the minute, to the second. He cannot now come here to a new chart we didn't ask about, which was bad enough. But now even to a new call we didn't ask about.
also, he can lay foundation for his answer. That is what I have done. That he can lay foundation.
Yes.
And if this is part of laying the foundation, let us see how let him lay the foundation.
My lord, can I clear that the witness maybe explains to us how this chart coordinates with the other one?
But if
That for me is foundation.
he's not going to determine how I conduct my examination.
Let him continue as counsel is leading, and we will make that determination. You have an opportunity to attack this in your submission. You have an opportunity to cross-examine when new matter comes up. But it is related, in my view, to the matter that matters that came up, or the credibility of the chart on page. Let him explain how this came up, and then he will let you explain to us on specifically on page 40, was it page 41? What the difference between this one being, these ones appearing on the call data, and then why the ones on page 41 not appear on the call data? That is how we shall be able to distinguish. Are we okay with that?
Yes, my lord, we are.
Let him explain
We are
if
grateful
these
for
ones
that.
match, and then you explain why the other ones don't.
My Lord, we are very grateful for your guidance. Thank you.
Proceed.
So 7, 14,
47, my lord.
that reflected on Patricia's call data record. And what Patricia's call data record is an extra P. Next chapter, if I may request my Lord to follow through with an extra together.
You can project.
Now let that report remain there intact, then we follow through the physical, the blue file. Then the next chapter. Next time.
Next your B.
That number is an extra C.
If you're looking at proficient.
Or an extra C, which is matter.
Yes, my lord.
Next chapter. And just guide code which page of the next chapter.
My lord, page 90, all data report.
Page 90. So where is that call reflected, which you indicate in your report as having been made at 7:14:47. I wrote page 90, 2nd November 2023 at 7:14:47. If I give you the next chapter, and you just highlight it of course where it exists.
Yes, my lord.
Next just see. Page 90. Just see. Seven, 14, 47. Damage then. About the next call.
My lord, the next call was at 7:16.
Next call in your report is at 7:16.
15. Yes, my lord.
Where does it exist? On the CDR?
Yes, my lord, it does.
Yeah.
The next call after 07 47. All that.
About the next call, the report.
My lord, the next call between Martha and Patricia is made 07 37 06.
07
07 37 06.
Does it appear on the CDR at that exact time?
My lord, yes.
About the next call,
My lord, the next call.
and I will sample about him, and then we may, that will be sufficient paragraph for both call.
The next one, my lord, was ended at 07 40 51. Between Martha and Patricia. Also reflected on the call data records from MTN.
Next,
My lord, the next call was ended at 07 43 07. Zero 07 43 07.
does it exist on page 90 of the CDR?
Yes, my lord, yes.
Next call,
The next
your
call,
report.
my lord, my report was 07 46 58. So reflected Patricia Martha's call letter at C.
Which page?
Page 90 of the call letter reports obtained from MTN.
Yes, just sample the next four.
My lord, the next call was ended at 07 50 00.
For 7,
50
0,
00. Also reflected on page 90, the call data report, Martha, obtained from MTN. Next call, my lord, was ended at 07 54 31. record also is on a certified copy. At C, Martha, that is page 19.
Sample the last one.
I load the next call. On the 2nd November 2023 was ended 075607. It's also the call data records obtained from MTN, Martha's number, which is marked C.
So you have several other calls which you can't exhaust for the time in that column in your chart.
Yes, my lord.
Are all of those calls reflected on the call data records of Martha?
Yes, my lord, they do.
Now, the question is Martha calling Patricia. Do we have corresponding calls on Patricia's call data records to show receipt of Martha's calls as you have represented them?
Yes, my lord, I do have them in my report. Still on page 44.
So where can court find the corresponding calls to reflect on Patricia's side in the CDR?
My lord, the CTR of Patricia that is marked as Exhibit B. Exhibit B,
Which page?
on page 1, starting from page 133.
Page 133, starting from page 133. I thought we read that today. Pass over that. Mark that. The highlight. Just highlight the beginning call. Say the first call was at 7:14:47. There such a corresponding call reflected on that particular at page 133. Seven, 14.
My lord, the first call registered on Patricia's call data records. Second was a call that ended at 07:14:47.
let's jump about the next three, and then
About
what
the
can
next
be
one
for
was added at 07 16 16. Appears in my report. Also information on the call data reports obtained from MTN. Patricia's number, which is
the next.
the next call, my lord, was ended at 07 37 06. This time is reflected in my report,
Does it exist on the CDR of
and also it exists. It's big. Patricia. Lord.
sample the last two?
My lord, the next call ended at 07 43 07. The report is in my report, and also others on the call data reports. Patricia, which is exhibit B.
Sample the last one.
Was a call, my lord, that ended at 07 6 58. Yes, in my report, and also the certified call data report. Patricia's number, B.
Page.
Call data reports on page 134.
Again, we can't, because of time, go through each detail, but the clarification I want you to make report is with all the calls as you reflect them on your report on the column of Patricia. At call data records.
Yes, my lord. All these entries, the analysis chart on page 4. On page 4 of my report, page 44 of my report. Exact as the call data reports, exhibit B and C, Patricia and Martha's CDR, as per their communication.
Can end there with those two. Now, can you clarify as between Patricia and Otai?
This witness, PW10, has kept A1 incarceration for an extra, in fact, more than a month. And what is he telling us? Last question asked by my aunt friend. Anything wrong? When you hear people talk to each other, even when we don't know what they are talking about. The answer was no. They are doing this to just prolong the incarceration. Registering a court is nothing but spending the time doing so. To the prejudice of our client. The prejudice. Very well, people talk to each other. So what?
I don't think we want to take exception. We are competent, we know our case, and we know the value that we intend to extract from this. Like my lord, we submitted. If our colleagues thought that this evidence is as obvious, they should have considered to it as uncontested. They didn't.
It's useless.
But my lord, we take exception to that. And this court has always guided me on which language to use. And you can
ourselves. But already, let the witness continue, and then you will explain to us why these ones on page, was it page 44?
Yes.
Exist on the call data records, and then why other ones on page 41 do not. I think he's great, he's setting background. It may take time, but we need to get to that.
Yes, we are Patricia and Otai.
But we did ask about Patricia Mutai. My lord, as a matter of fact, we actually did not even ask about Patricia Mutai. The only thing we asked about Patricia Mutai was the duration, for him to show us the duration on the chart. We never went to the CDRs on Patricia Mutai.
If these ones are there in the chat
Yes.
and data,
Yes.
why will the others not?
Much obliged.
If you can establish to us that these are there, how many others are you planning to?
Yes,
My lord, I will only ask
How many other calls?
to cover the witnesses that they mentioned in cross-examination.
so we didn't mention this one. We didn't, my lord. My lord, you can check the record. At no point did he go to a CDR of Patricia and Otai. All I asked him about Patricia and Otai on the chat was the duration of the call. And my lord, if you recall, I asked him on duration who got tired, the machine or the typist. That question was specific about duration on the chat. There is no point at which I took him to the CDR on Patricia and Otai. So, my lord, in the favor of judicial economy, let him lay a background on things which exist, which arose.
So we are trying to establish whether there is a difference between these ones, the chat that are there in the call data. He has not finished the ones between.
Yes.
And they are there, and he's going to explain one. So we need to look at another set, and then you will explain to us if they are there, why they are there. Then we will now go to the ones that are there in the chat and are not there in the call record, and then you will explain. That is how we will now be able to analyze of whether we put any weight on what was in this chat on page 41.
Much obliged.
My lord,
And say if they take a long rock, you will have.
Much obliged.
That was what I wrote to say. Say that they are lying, but what I mean says that if pharmacology explain.
My lord, we are much obliged.
we are not obliged. Please, let's go to Patricia and Otai. You could begin with where are we? Where do we begin? Either way, it works.
Patricia, my lord.
It is exhibit
B.
B. Yes.
Perhaps we stamp for 2 or 3.
Let's stamp about 3. Stamp about 3. On page 134. Okay. Yes, please. I wish I could use this. Or tie, rather. Rather, yeah. My lord, after tie, we will sample under here, then we will go through the one on page.
Not too many points.
That's 3. We can just sample 3. All my lord, we want to demonstrate that these polls after the CDR, and they are not his own creation.
Going to explain why
Yes.
on the other chart they were there and they were not there.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Kanem.
My lord, the first call between Otai and Patricia ended at 07:52:36. Information in my chat, analysis chat, and the call data records. My lord.
So on annexure B, which page is it reflected?
My lord, it's on page 134.
Let's sample 2 more others.
My lord, the next call ended at 08:48:50.
Does that particular call exist on your, as it exists on your report, does it exist on the CDR annexure B?
Yes, my lord, they do. Both the chat and annexure B, which is the call data records obtained from MTN.
Let's sample the last one.
My lord, the last call.
For the last call we are sampling. Yes. The next call.
It was ended at 09:04:04. That time, my lord, yes, in analysis chat and the call data records. My lord.
We have corresponding records on Otai's. Let him finish, we'll do the corresponding. Do we have corresponding records on Otai's? you at page 59? Just highlight at least the three entries you sample. As the call at 7:52:36 reflect on Otai's CDR?
Yes, my lord, yes. Also reflected in my analysis chart on page 44. My report.
About the second call you sampled and the third one.
Also both on the chart and the CDR side charts, my lord.
So let's now handle the last sampling between Patricia and Manile. What did you indicate in your report? And where is it reflected?
My lord, it is the analysis report, the chart on page 44. My report. And next to E, Patricia, so page 133.
One,
133, 131, 131, 133.
so we begin with 131. What is on 131 of our next chapter?
Lord, it was a call that ended. Call was made on the 31st of October 2023 and it ended 17:27.
Aren't you interested in that calls on second?
I know, just for the record, there are no calls on that thing there on the 2nd of November between Patricia and George, which actually was our point. And they are not there on this thing.
We have 31st, we have first. So, my lord, our objection to him going here is he has said that he's limiting himself to calls on the second. On that chart which we see there, there is no call on the second. Yes, yes.
My lord, in cross, when council was cross examining on the communication between Patricia and Otai and Manile, there was no particularization on the second, because those calls were made on the second.
No.
The beginning call is my lord. What did he process? Relation to the communication.
My lord, maybe to save time, let him do what he's doing. My lord, I withdraw the objection. We are going to start. Let him do what he's doing, my lord.
That's where you went.
My lord, let him hurry.
Yes, please. We are saying,
My lord. First entry there, yes, the call was made on 21st October 2023, ended at 17:27:58.
so that call, as you indicated in your report, does it exist on the CDR?
Yes, my lord.
Patricia,
Yes.
which page?
Good. Which they are very clear.
Are you at page 131?
No.
It exists, page 131.
Yes, it does.
So let's just sample one more other, then we wind up. What was the next call?
The next one I wrote was made on the 1st November 2023. Ended at the hour of 13:19:06.
Does it exist on the CDR?
Yes, my lord. Yes.
Okay, then let's quickly confirm if these calls have corresponding calls on George Amanyire's printout. It's annexure E. Annexure E. We are confirming the first call at 17:27:58.
going to be
Seventeen, 26, 58. Marking out both.
Julizi amanishyize ku wacendo ngo gushyigikira ripoti yaye amasimu agayorekeiwe awingiwe papurana nemu kakaba katakwatagana na masimu agari hakana za masimu agateirwe kandi yagamanukira wangu gatorekebwa papurana nemu baitu gakorekebwa ripoti yaye awingiwe papurana naina na papura agamba ngu ebintu ebiri mu ripoti yaye kutabe kunihira kwe rundi byokukiyigirira baitu bikabikora akabikora atari nakiyekubirira kandi bihikire kandi yagamba ngu ebiri mu ripoti yaye akusobola kubyoleka koti kusigikira papura ezikoleka enkarara z'amasimu agateire yayorekya ngu maripota yaye habwingirwe papurana naina masimu agateirwe hagati ya Martha na Patricia habwingirwe papura kenda akarara za masimu agateirwe ebyo bibiri ku 11/12/23 esimu eyabanze kuteerwa asaha 1:14 kandi yasembereyo asaha 1:56 zisikwatagana na ebikuweka hapa akarara za masimu agateirwe Patricia na Tizera Martha kandi byona nibyorekebwa mu ripoti yaye ha papurana naina nizorekwa akarara za masimu agahiirwe MTN icyo kimwe na masimu agateirwe hagati ya Tai amna Patricia hagati ya saa 1:52 saha 3:04 kushikikira akarara za masimu awingwe papura 14 akarara za masimu gateirwe Patricia watagana na amasimu agateirwe Tai na Tizera Patricia ripoti yaye habwingirwe papurana naina na akarara za masimu agayihirwe ku MTN kandi nayongera natumiza kochero na masimu agateirwe hagati ya Patricia na Manyire era 3:10/2023 asaha 11:27 5:58 na awingirwe papura 13 akarara za masimu agateirwe Patricia na esimu yateirwe kibanza kigwe 11:2023 asaha 7:19 kandi nazo zikwatagana na esimu eziri hakarara za masimu agateirwe Amanyire ikioleka ngu zona zikateirwa habure nibwo bumu esaha zizoze kiyo nikyo kintu ebyo yakubiza kochero ngu amasimu agandi kona agateirwe hagati ya Martha na Patricia gakorekebwa mu ripoti yaye habwingirwe papurana naina n'omukarara za masimu ezayihirwe ku MTN
We have corresponding calls on Manyire's printout.
My lord,
Chart on page 41 of your report that the lawyer was referring to during your evidence, during your cross-examination. What does it reflect?
my lord, analysis is done at different stages, and the chart is a stage or analytical chart layout, which is a general analysis.
That was done at analytical stage.
Can you just repeat?
Analysis is done at different stages, my lord. And that stage of that chart
You're writing.
is called analytical chart layout. Which demonstrates the general analysis, combination of many data quoted from sources like extraction reports, extraction data from mobile phones, and the all data reports. During this stage, my lord, we look at or identify numbers that are connected in groups. The frequency of calls, common associates using other numbers. Numbers that communicated to the number in question. Look at the location and time in hour, minute, so the specific chart on page 441 reflected all that information. My lord.
So, are the calls that you have enumerated in chart page 44, and those specifically that council asked about, are they reflected in the call data records, the calls on page 41? They reflected in the call data records in terms of hour, minute, and second.
Yes, I do. My lord, they do. They are reflected, but with minor variation in second.
What explains the time variations, seconds?
My lord, I established a certified call data records obtained from telecom were printed with an end call time and end time of a call.
What do you mean by any time? Just for clarity.
My lord,
Is it okay now?
recorded by telecom at the point call is ended.
What does your chart on 41 affect in terms of time?
My lord, on chart on page 41, the variation of calculated estimated start time of a call since the printouts were printed with an end time. My lord,
So when the lawyer asked you about the presence of calls on CDR, the presence of those particular calls on the CDR, you said they do not exist on the CDR. Why? Want you to clarify why they do not exist as you represent them, you represented them in that particular chart.
my lord, the asked time, the lawyer was asked me the exact time as it appeared on the CDR, which is the end time of a call. Yet in my chart, during that stage, I calculated the possible start time in seconds, which is as close as on the CDR. My lord,
We looked at the time that the telephones reflected as the end time.
yes, my lord.
And then we look at the time that reflected as the time they call started.
Yes, my lord.
Is there a variation?
Is the audio okay now? Just tell me.
For instance, if the telephone used end time,
Yes, my lord.
it would say this call ended at XYZ time and it took 20 seconds.
Yes, my lord.
Then we look at another record which shows the starting of the call. Do we have that one?
No, we don't have that.
So
No, that is there is no such record. So in this chart, it calculates the estimated time.
so
Estimated start time. Because you won't find the possible start time anywhere in the telecom.
I'm asking about the duration of the call. Does it reflect the duration?
The duration?
Yes, for
Yes,
instance,
my lord.
12 seconds, 15 seconds.
Yes, my lord.
Is that the same as your duration?
It's exact, my lord.
So let me take you to a few few other questions. I think these came from Mr. Kabika. I want you to go to page 21 of your report. Maybe
Ujulizi abainasobora kuceera lwaki kusikira ripoti yawe hamwe n'ibyokakorana neza kandi ibyo bikuba byakwatagana n'enkarara za masimu agamba ngu oba banerekereje obujulizi hariho emitendera ei bagenderaho kandi obujulizi bwaye bwingi bwekakorana nabo bukabamu obujulizi kuruga aha masimu okuruga aha karara ez'amasimu agateire agamba mutendera guno abantu bayihamu enamba z'amasimu obwingi bw'amasimu agateirwe enamba z'esimu ezirikwekuusa hanamba ez'amasimu ezirikuba nizitolerezebwaho ebicweka by'amasimu gatereirweho obwire obwamazire nikuteererwaho amasimu omusaaha edakiika na sekendi eyerekera ngu amasimu agayerekeze mu ripoti yaye hamwe ngo gakorana naina nigo agahabuzibweho kyonka gakaba nigaukanamu nagari hakarora ez'amasimu agarukire mu kampuni ya MTN nigaukanizibwamu edakiika kandi yayorekera ngu ripoti yaye hamwe ngo bakorana nemu ekaba neyorekya obwire obwakaba ateebererize esimu kuba yateereirweho kandi enkarara z'amasimu eziragire mu kampuni ya MTN zorekya obwire esimu yakangire kuteera kyonka kandi yayorekya ngu alipoota eyaye enkarara z'amasimu zino zorekya obwire obumazire nikubarizibwaho ha simu.
Can you show us that slight variation? Is that his chart on page 21 has poles that reflect a slight variation from the time.
Seconds.
Let's see.
we can do that by
Let's test that.
probably comparing this. Let's go to that call.
That
To
distributed page 41. Then go to one of that was not there.
And it's even
Yes, and take us to the report and
which one are we using?
and just use one.
For example, let's
One
sample.
of the one format.
I can use one at 733 of Martha.
I don't,
You can pick.
if I can pick a call, the estimated start time on my chart on page 41 is a call estimated to have started at 07:12:50 and it lasted for 17 seconds.
At which time?
That is 0, 7, 12, 50.
And that is a call between.
That is a call between Martha and Patricia.
712.
That is your estimate.
712 51.
7, 12,
And with this call
50. 7, 12, 50.
Okay, and 7, 12, 51, and 7.
They were talking at the same time because they have one.
Just follow what the court is telling.
7 is 7, 12, 50, and 7, 12,
51.
Yes.
So that's what you indicate when you are estimated start time.
Yes.
End time.
Estimated
Start time, end time.
Start time.
So go to the actual page 44. Where that call.
My lord, is a call was made on what 07, 14, 47. Yes.
or a few seconds variation.
17 seconds variation. Both of them. Let me use this chart.
My lord, one with the same duration,
It's on page
17. That is on page 19 of this report.
shows the same calls.
Duration.
Just read the time.
The call is
Is
that call is what time?
07, 14, 47, and lasted for 17 seconds.
14 what?
17 seconds.
And that in the chart it is 50, 0, 7, 14, 50.
Yes.
No?
Maybe
In chart, I thought we were looking at 7, 12, 51.
50 and 51.
I think 7, 12.
In the chart it is 0, 7, 12, 50.
Yes.
And 0, 7, 12, 51.
Yes.
While on page 90, it shows 0, 7,
07, 14, 47 with the same duration.
Those are 2 minutes
On
apart.
the chart and the call data, my lord.
2 minutes.
and the duration is,
The same, 17.
and the one of 7, 12, 51.
My lord, that's the same call.
Those are 2 minutes. My lord, I'm lost. Those in 2 minutes apart.
2 minutes apart.
Not 17 seconds. I thought.
The call estimated to have started at 7, 12, 50,
Yes.
lasted 17 seconds. That was the first call.
Yes.
And then there was another call at 7, 12, 51.
Yes, it is the same call, my lord.
So there are 2 calls or 1 call?
It was different.
One.
It was received on one side and called on the other.
Yes, my lord. How's going on?
Where is it on the CBI? No. I'm not finished. Where is it on the CBI? In my road, that was your question.
So the question was to show us that call with a slight variation. And this is what he had
And my road,
on the CDR, isn't
My
it?
lord, just to understand, there's a 2-minute gap between that
7, 12,
That's what's confusing me. I'm seeing instead of a 17-second gap, I'm seeing a gap of 120 seconds.
My lord, witness.
And my road, that's not the problem. The problem is that he said there is a difference between start
and end, and it explains the slide in seconds.
And
Now this, can I finish? So my lord, what you sought to clarify, very pertinent, is what my colleague is hurrying to abandon before you even clarify.
So it should not you.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
okay.
not decent.
Okay, he's not hurrying. He's not hurrying.
Yeah, but they should. Yeah, my lord may
He's not hurrying to. He's not hurrying. He's not hurrying to abandon. He's not hurrying to abandon.
Let's restrain ourselves.
Okay. My colleague is very slow. He's not hurrying to abandon.
No, now, Pastor.
So let me 17071250, and what we are seeing in the CBR, my lord, is 0714. And when we are explaining start and end, so did this call start at 17012 and ended at 071251? Yes. Now when you go to the CDR, because he was saying for him, he calculated, actually his language is, I calculated start time. But now when you see a difference of 0714, so actually what the telecoms are capturing on the exact time is that this call started on 0714. His is 2 minutes back. So that can't be an explanation for start and end. Just the witness is just not doing it.
That is his explanation.
Yes.
That is his explanation.
Let's go to Mr. Kabega's questions, page 21. Your report.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, just leave that chart there. Cross-examine you on that chart. My lord is on page 21 of the report. Council Kabega asked you about those call logs, specifically item 4, 7, 8, and 9. Asked you whether the information on that call log is reflected on the CDR for Martha's MTN line in Exhibit C. Whether those entries can be found on Martha's CDR record, call data record in Exhibit C. And your answer was that they don't reflect that CDR.
Yes, my lord.
Why don't they?
My lord, the image, the report on page 21 was analysis data extracted from a physical handset. Was marked A, exhibit A, which had an Airtel SIM card of Martha, 07 0759892364.
Just repeat the number.
0759832364. So, my lord, these were calls. We are coming to the handset. Was using an Airtel line. Therefore, they will not be reflected. The MTN, CDR, or matter.
Okay. That's clear. We also asked you about the outgoing SMS which you say was sent by A1 Molly.
Yes, my lord.
On her line 0776 91 44 on the 4th of November 2023, the hour of 17:38.
My lord.
And yet, in your testimony, you had told court that as of the 3rd November 2023, you had Molly's handset as an exhibit in your possession.
Yes, my lord.
So the clarification I want you to make to court is, what was the source of that SMS?
My lord.
Your information.
My lord, specifically SMS incoming direct to a SIM card 0776 and 14444, which was used in a handset of ID, IMPI 35650385800953.
Something is not right.
My lord, this handset was not in my possession. Neither a physical SIM card was submitted for examination. SMS, my lord. Was an incoming to Katanga's SIM card that was never submitted for analysis, my lord.
Again, for clarity, where is that information that the SMS came on that SIM card which was not in your possession, and that the SIM card was being used in a phone different from the one that was exhibited and submitted? Where can you get that information?
My lord, can be found on the call data of Katanga, which is Exhibit A.
I want you to go there and just be sure to clarify that.
My lord, screen, I have certified all data records from MTN.
I like the entry.
And the entry has the last entry
Page,
that is on page 84.
the last entry on page 84 of
The call data records of Exhibit A.
just a minute. Just take us there and first highlight it. We will explain. So this
Yes.
page 84.
20, 17, 38. SMS that's coming on 4th of November 2023.
So how do you tell that it was that the SIM card of Mole Katanga was being used in another phone other than the phone that was in your possession? How do you
My lord, this data indicated a SIM card 77691 4444 between second and this date. It was being used in a handset I mean 3569. I beg your pardon, my lord. 35670385800950. The time it received the last text message. And the physical
The physical.
About the physical handset was exhibited as Exhibit 13-1 was IMEI verified 456911623907.